Kashmiri theatre, one of the performing arts, also has a rich historical background as documented in Nirmat Puran and Rashtrani, giving details of strong patronage and support from various kings until the 12th century. The original folk theatre Band Pathar, performed by folk artists, traveling from village to village, was very popular and continued to survive during the various upheavals of Kashmiri history. Like other performing arts, theatre was revived and saw a development during the 20th century with the introduction of new and fresh ideas, sensibilities, and education. Political, religious, and revolutionary plays and theatre shows became very popular means of conveying messages. The Renaissance period in 1660s and 70s and 80s saw outstanding work produced in the form of high-quality plays on radio, television, and stage. As Kashmir went through different political changes from one ruler to another, the arts and culture of the region changed and evolved with the advent of time. The stigma that was attached to performers and artists started fading away slowly, and revival of traditional art forms started to happen again. While traditional music forms like Sufiana Kalam, Chakri, etc. stayed alive, new styles like ghazal, nagma, and other light forms also developed. Dance, drama, and poetry saw a surge during the 19th century with the advent of radio and television. Major's poetry came as a breath of fresh air, promoting romanticism, vivid imagery, and deeper emotions. Artists began to perform in live concerts. Teaching schools started to mushroom. The J&K Academy of Art, Culture and Languages, an autonomous body, was started in 1958 to foster and coordinate activities in the spheres of language, music, and other visual and performing arts. And it has contributed immensely in reviving the art forms of the state by staging musical and theatrical festivals, organizing workshops for artists, organizing cultural trips to other states of India and countries of the world. It has also started some degree classes for students in the music, dance, instrumental, and fine arts like painting and sculpture. As more and more schools and private institutions of music, dance, and fine arts became available, younger people entered the arena to express themselves through the creative mediums. Radio and television got acceptance, and artists found work, popularity, and income while promoting their art and culture. In the late 60s, as a child artist, I was able to witness the rise of the performing arts, as I saw young fellow students join in the Institute of Music and Fine Arts, run by the Cultural Academy. The participation of the children in the local children's competition grew. Schools and colleges had more students signing up for music and dance classes. Audiences enjoyed stage plays and performances. Poetry sessions were organized, and other prominent artists from India and other countries were invited to perform in musical performances and concerts. The same surge continued during the 70s and 80s, giving rise to a golden era of performing arts. During this golden era, my experience as a performing artist, I was able to see a high quality of musical work produced by none other than Bhajan Sopuri ji, Pandit Bhajan Sopuri, who was a producer at Radio Kashmir at that time. He composed excellent Kashmiri songs by introducing a fresh flavor of orchestration to original folk tunes, which appealed and elevated the senses of Kashmiri audiences irrespective of their religious and ethnic backgrounds. The Institute of Music and Fine Arts, which was run by J&K Academy of Art, Culture and Languages, saw a high rise in student admission in dance, music and instrumental music, which helped in cultivating an atmosphere of encouragement for fresh Kashmiri talent. This gave Kashmiri artists a chance to compete with artists from other states of India. It was a time when the famous Leela, which is a Hindu devotional song, Beltai Mada, sung by the renowned Sufiana singer Ustad Tibet Pakan, brought tears to our eyes. It brought tears to the eyes of Pandits, and a naat which was sung by me, which was Bihamdullah Wuchum Sarkar Yimsha, sung by me, became extremely popular with the Muslim community. The J&K Academy, the J&K state government sponsored artists off the stage to stage operas and variety programs showcasing the culture of J&K, Jammu and Kashmir, and Ladakh, nationally and internationally. Dinanath Nadim's famous opera Vitasta, which was produced by Shri Pran Kishore in the year 1977-78, with artists from the state, was one of the most successful attempts at showcasing the performing arts of Kashmir. It gave a chance to very talented actors, singers, and dancers to show their talent in various cities of India, highly acclaimed for their fine arts. The cast, which was comprised of veteran artists as well as young boys and girls from colleges who were able to give vent to their inner talent and display what they were not able to do while being part of a very conservative and closed society of Kashmir. It is important to remember that it was very difficult for young girls, especially from the Muslim community, to pursue the performing arts, but they braved their way and came for rehearsals and shows, sometimes hiding and camouflaging themselves. With the onslaught of insurgency in the valley in 1989, imposition of strict conservative rules on social behavior, migration of Kashmiri Pandits, control over the information media, the ban on cinema theaters and stages due to militant threats and attacks was enough to cause fierce psychosis amongst the artists. In the words of Farhat Lone, Special Officer for Cultural Activities in Kashmir, and I quote, "Tagore Hall, the hub of Kashmir's cultural and theatre shows, has been defunct for the last many years, since no cultural activities have been held in this hall, located in the heart of Srinagar." And in his article, Kashmir in the Search of Lost Culture, Athar Parvez, a freelance journalist from Kashmir, points out that agencies like Academy of Art, Culture and Languages saw a major setback in its activities due to the militancy. Athar says that as per Zafar Iqbal Manhas, who has been associated with the Academy, and I quote, "Wrong perception about the Cultural Academy had spread, and almost 98% of people in Kashmir were of the view that activities of the Cultural Academy were anti-Islamic." The article further states that this exposed the Academy and its employees to threats. As a result of fear of attacks, the local artists and employees of such agencies were apprehensive about disclosing their affiliation with such agencies, and in turn, the Academy had to cancel programs and events, cut down the music and dance classes, and any theatrical performances of local artists. Artists from other states of India were reluctant to perform in Kashmir due to the unsafe nature of the valley, and artists from valley who pursued their art did not choose to perform outside the state due to fear of persecution and attack at the hands of the militants.